And I understand that's trouble rich, so I guess eat food.
No, I'm full. I don't want to eat this.
Wait, don't waste the food. You should first watch our presentation. Then, if you still want to waste your food, I cannot help you.
A great amount of food disappears after you leave those tables in daily life. Where do they go? Is it discarded? Is it donated? Or is it remade? Hello everyone, I'm Emma. He is Aaron. She is Yvonne. And she is Anne. The topic of our presentation is food waste. First, I'm going to introduce a website entry for brochure. In our website, we use blue and green as our main colors because they are colors that are related to food. Also, you can visit our website if you want to know more detailed information about our topic. In our triple brochure, we use more important information but with less content to make our readers an easier way to understand our topic. Also, we use blue as our main colors to make it feel more professional and profound. We divided our presentation in 3 parts. First, introduction and motivation. Second, problems and solutions, which is also divided in 3 parts. Other countries, Taiwan, and tips. Finally, the last part, conclusion. Now, I will begin with the first part, introduction and motivation. Food waste is one of the biggest problems that our Earth has been struggling for decades. In fact, food waste causes a lot of poor people, to not have enough food to eat, and also have a lot of negative environmental consequences. Food waste is divided into 2 kinds: food loss and food waste. Food loss is the edible food that goes uneaten at any stage. It includes food uneaten in homes, stores, crops left in the field, food that spoils in transportation, etc. Food waste is a specific piece of food loss. The food discarded due to its color or unpleasant appearance. Also, people would consider Taiwan a country that will never have the problem of hunger. In fact, because the gap between the rich and the poor have been increasing, more and more households in Taiwan are unable to afford the expense of the 3 meals and need help. Let's continue the presentation with Aaron.
Thank you, Emmanuel. I'll continue with the second part of this presentation, problems and solutions. What are other countries attempting to solve this food crisis? First, believe it or not, the food going to waste in the United States annually accounts for half of the food that can provide all the human beings on Earth. America wastes roughly 40% of its food, and much of it remains perfectly edible and nutritious. However, United States in 2015 set the first ever domestic goal to reduce food waste. Their goal is to cut down on food waste in half by 2030. Moreover, Feeding America, an organization that helps fight food waste, in 2020, they have rescued 4 billion groceries and used it to feed people suffering from hunger. Second, in Korea, there is a kind of video called mukbang, which is about watching a person eating a lot of food. However, international news indicates that most of the people waste the food. However, international news indicates that most of the food is spit out or uneaten and finally thrown away. Moreover, Banchan is a culture of restaurants in Korea to serve small dishes to accompany your meal. Although it doesn't sound like something It doesn't sound like something unpleasant. It has caused a lot of food to be wasted. The reason is because the appetite rate of people nowadays is lower than before. However, Korea has been using a technology called Smart Base, which requires their citizens to scan their ID card before they deposit the food waste. If the weight is over the standard, they will be charged. Therefore, in the country's capital, Seoul, 6,000 of these bins were put in and have reduced food waste in the city by 47,000 tons in 6 years. Let's continue with the presentation with Yvonne.
Thank you, Aaron. I will continue with the second part of problems and the solutions. What is Taiwan doing to prevent food waste? In Taiwan, campus lunches are prepared in large quantities, so ingredients are stored in a refrigerator for a long time before they are cooked, which also reduces the taste and the flavor, and it will cause students to not eat the food. Also, the students only have 30 minutes to eat their lunch, deducting the time they need to carry the food to their classroom and prepare the utensils. They only have 20 minutes to eat that for the meal. So the students usually do not have enough time to finish everything on their plans and cause food to be wasted. Moreover, Taiwan has a great number of supermarkets. Therefore, to satisfy customer desire to shop in supermarket, the supermarkets in Taiwan often have excessive storage and inevitably dispose a lot of food when not sold out. However, in some of Taiwanese supermarket mechanisms, such as friendly eating and I Love Food were officially launched, which gives 13% discount 7 hours the expiration before 7 hours before the expiration of fresh food. Their purpose is to reduce the food waste accumulated food waste accumulated in the stores. Also, Muxin Food Bank cooperate with the supermarket and the various carrying companies. Also, it uses the food waste. It uses the food that people don't want to eat, such as ugly food. The food will be provided to the low and the middle income household or elderly people living alone. Lastly, Shangxi refrigerator is like food bank, but it has no restriction on the identity of the taker. Cooperative stores and the bakeries provide food to the Shangxi refrigerator that are going to reach its expiration date. Let's continue presentation with Anne.
Thank you, Yvonne. I will continue with the last part of problems and solutions. What are some ways to prevent food waste in our daily lives? There are 60 that you should know. First, shopping smart. Make frequent trips to the grocery store every few days rather than doing a bulk shopping trip once a week. Second, ugly food at discount. Don't spend a lot of time on choosing for a perfect looking fruit or vegetable. Buying ugly food perfectly edible can also save your money. Third, expiration date. There are lots of labels for products. Make sure you understand the expiration date before throwing your food out. Fourth, weekly menu. Making a list of the food you will eat for the week can help people organize their food usage and reduce food waste. Fifth, food preservation methods. You can extend your food life by canning or pickling it. Sixth, store food correctly. You should always keep the refrigerator below 5 degrees Celsius. Store cooked food on shelves, above raw food, and store food in sealed container. Finally, conclusion. Different countries have different kinds of problem solution about food waste. By comparing other countries with ours, we can notice that there are many solutions that Taiwan is not using to prevent food waste. However, Taiwan has been improving a lot during this year. Reflection. Most students will not care about food waste because they have not learned about the changes they can do with their action. Everyone should evaluate their relationship with food and continue to question about a sustainable and ethical system that encourages waste. And
That's the end of our presentation. Thanks for your attention.